Right then guys, welcome back. This is going to be a very heavily edited video, unfortunately, because otherwise it would be about an hour long. We're in a really interesting situation with the top of the league. We could actually win it today, but with the way that it all works now, you get a celebration at the end of whatever game it is where you win the league, and then you also get your end of season performance reviews, obviously after the last games of the season. Didn't want to miss the performance reviews, but I also didn't want to miss the celebration because it only happens one time. So I've got to do it so that we can see everything live. We'll run the intro and get into the games and see exactly where we are. Right then, boys and girls, so welcome back. As you can see, we are indeed top of the league now, 77 points. Our closest rivals, of course, were Hartlepool, and you were with us last for the Wealdstone game. As you can see, we've only played one game since. We have still got 4 games left of the season, which is why I said this would be a really long video if we decided to go all the way through with it, so I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to put you through that torment. However, if we go into Hartlepool, you'll be able to see that in their schedule, since we beat them, they've had a torrid time, boys. So they lost to us 2-1, then they lost to Bromley 2-1, and then they lost to Chesterfield 2-1, which puts us in a situation today where if we win the game that we've got at home against, I believe it's Kings Lynn, which it is indeed against Kings Lynn, then we could actually win the league today. We could wrap it all up, and champions it is. Big question, of course, is are we going to be champions this season, or are we going to end up chumps? Let's go through it, shall we? And into the team selection, we're not really going to change too much at the moment. We have got pretty much our solid team out. So we've got Ryan Boot, Cover, Piggott, Sheab and Cox at the back, Osborne and Cole in midfield, with McGee, Sparrow and Cox just behind Charlie Ball. Going to get into the game today, boys, and see if we can get it wrapped up. Let's have a go. I mean, the boys aren't playing bad, so I don't really want to berate them too much. But at the same time, we've had enough opportunities to really put this game to bed already. As you can see from our XG, we are really on top here and not doing anything with it. So we are going to say, with hands on hips, I'm not happy with your performance so far. It's just not good enough. This is a massive day for us as a club. Massive, obviously, for my first year as manager in charge of the club as well. If we can do exactly what the board want us to do here, McGee with the corner, Sheab's there, and it just hits the outside of the post. I mean, it's not really your central defender that you want to find in that position, is it? I mean, for a header, yes, definitely, but for a volley, not really. 70 minutes on the clock, and they're just doing nothing. Demand more out of everybody. Come on. Go into a very attacking mentality as well, as Power takes a corner then for Kings Lynn. They've got some really dangerous people as well, by the way, up front. And the clock again ticks and ticks and ticks. Cover with the throw, finds Sparrow, back to cover. Oh, cross comes in, Charlie Ball can't quite get there. Osborne and out to Cox. Cox back into McGee, and McGee is there! And Dion McGee, header right across the goal. And that is the goal that could surely win us the title. As you see, a lovely pass from Osborne to find Cox. Cox in acres of space, really nice takedown to the back post. McGee on the head, keeper no chance there. Come on, the boys. Clock winds down. I mean, what a performance from us. Really poor finishing. 21 shots on goal, only 6 on target, tells the full story. Dominant in terms of possession and really nice passing, good passages of play. But really disappointing, and Charlie Ball has really dipped in terms of form and goal scoring. He was a monster at the start of the season, and now he's just not quite living up to the same level that he was beforehand. So that then puts us on 80 points, 11 points clear of Hartlepool, and it's all going to depend on their next game. So our game is tomorrow. We've got the opportunity now to actually hold a team meeting, and it has to be said that obviously we can clinch the title. If we beat Bromley today, regardless of results elsewhere, we absolutely win the title. So here we are, backroom meeting, all the squads here. Let's hope we can get a really good positive vibe going and smash Bromley now in the upcoming game. So we've put ourselves in a position to win the title, which was expected of us with a victory in our next game. Go out there and wrap it up and a first opportunity, which is what we say. Charlie Ball's a little bit wary. You're putting too much pressure on us by reminding us of our expectations to win the competition. Let's forget it and move on. I will raise my hands and just say I'm really pleased with those who agree with me because everybody else was quite agreeable. It's not really had the effect that I wanted. It's not really good that Charlie Ball is the man who's on a negative effect either, because he is obviously our leading goal scorer and at the moment he's on a bit of a slump, and I would have liked to get him G'd up a little bit, but no. So away at Bromley, not an easy place to go. They have slipped down the table a little bit though, however. I see they're 7th now themselves. Unfortunate for them, but we need to really put out a strong statement here today. We will go with a bit more of a balanced mentality, and we will use, obviously, some tighter marking. We don't want to get undone at the back. Going in on Liam Trotter, maybe? Yeah, we'll do it. Team selection then. We are staying with the same 11. We've got full fitness, full strength squad. Let's get into it, folks. Let's get the title clinched up and be excited about playing league football next season. I really can't wait to be in League 2. Obviously, don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, because as you've seen previously, it could all just fall apart. It wouldn't be the first time it's happened, and obviously if we do fall apart, we'll probably be out of a job in the summer. So, carry on where you finished out last time, because last time you played really well. I'm not going to mention the title again. And look at this, we get the nice introduction. We're not going to skip this at all. So it's obviously just showing us everything that's going on. Full lineups, obviously, purely because today is title winning day. Fingers crossed, it's title winning day. So it shows us the league. Really nice presentation, you've got to say. Really, really, really well done. Here come the boys then out onto the pitch. And for one of the lads who is a regular watcher, he'll understand this. The lads at the sidelines there screaming, "Ugly, ugly." And here we go then. So 6 minutes in, and in fact, it is Bromley starting on the upper foot. They can't get possession, but they are pushing goal. Pushing goal a lot, in fact. Chesterfield then 2-0 up. Cover, free kick on this left-hand side. Plays it inside to Piggott. Piggott over the top. Finds Sparrow. Sparrow's there and it's in at the near post. And Sparrow scores another lovely goal. The lad has got a real good finish on him sometimes. This is the start that we needed. You just see Piggott there. Lovely ball over the top. Their defenders, though, just all over each other. Really. I mean, you've got to say their centre defenders and their keeper in that situation honestly should do better. Probably shouldn't have scored. Or this makes me twitchy at times when they play it around at the back like this. It's non-league football after all, but I do prefer a passing game rather than long balls. Piggott back to Boot then. And Boot goes for the long ball. Can't find Charlie Ball. Trotter then. Out wide. Finds Hackett Fairchild. Finds Ruffin. Finds Trotter. Back to Hackett Fairchild. Plays it down for Cheek, and that's a great interception, but Hackett's there. Cole plays it over the top for Ball. Can't get it. Cox inside to Sparrow. No. Over the top for Cheek. Cheek's there through 1-on-1, and that is 2-1 to Bromley. And just like that, the game has turned on its head. What a poor show there. Ball just bouncing around all over the place. Considering that all of our instructions are to keep the ball on the floor, because that's where our strengths lie. Poor, 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 poor. And at half-time, the lads will be told by the gaffer, that ain't bloody good enough. Really disappointing from us as Bush takes this throw then left-hand side. Cox deals with it. Charlie Ball is there. Running forward, cuts inside. It's got his man. What was that, Charlie? And you can tell that this is a striker at the moment who is absolutely just got no confidence at all. Ball comes into Cheek, far too easy. I was actually concentrating too much on explaining. Charlie Ball's got no confidence at all. The throw-in's taken then on this right-hand side, and it is Bush who takes the throw-in, finds Bingham, back to Bush. Just nice, easy cross, and to be fair, Cox and Shiab there should be doing so much better, and we've thrown away another opportunity to get this title clinched. We did what we needed to do when we played at home. Haven't done what we needed to do today at all. Chesterfield, should I say, are leading their game currently, so they are catching up with us. And that is really not good news for us. We want McGee on that right-hand side to actually be an inside forward. I mean, I don't think there's any way that we get back into this game now, honestly. Charlie Ball is having a nightmare, so we'll bring him off. We'll bring on Adam Rudy. Anybody at the back having a nightmare? Yeah, Shiab. He's been actually responsible for 2 goals. We'll bring on Tyrone Williams and see if we can't just G up the boys a bit. Come on now. Clock ticking down then. Again, good in possession. Really poor with finishing. And nothing is going on here. Absolutely nothing as the clock dwindles down. And when you've got Cox out as well, that's really quite concerning. Bush with the throw-in. Cox heads it out. Sparronen is coming forward. He's got people with him if he needs it. Decides he doesn't need anybody. He goes alone and Sparrow now. What a strike. I genuinely thought that was going to go miles wide, but it doesn't. And as you see, I mean, run from deep in his own half. Not really put under any pressure until towards the last of it. Just cuts in a little bit and then straight across the face of goal. 3-2. Bromley. Whoa. Could it still be on the cut? There's surely nothing here. I mean, if we get a point out of this, that would be an amazing turnaround. McGee then to Cox. Really poor pass. Trotter finds Cheek. Cheek goes back to Trotter. Got lots in support with him. Osborne gets it though. Sparrow's there. Cox is running forward. Charlie Ball's running forward. Sparrow goes for the absolutely audacious attempt. Looking for his hat-trick. I understand why, but it's not the time to be looking for hat-tricks. That was the time to pass it and get at least a point out of the game. And then we couldn't get it done today. And is that the start of the end, shall we say? So 3-2 then. We are now only 5 points ahead of Chesterfield. Hartlepool, of course, also have that game in hand, so they could well be only 5 points behind as well. Might all come down to the last game of the season, boys. Right then, folks, so we are here again with another game where we can put this title to bed, where we can clinch it. Obviously, we've got injuries now on that right-hand side, but obviously Justin Donowa is a great player to have as a backup on that right-hand side. He's played very, very well for his international side lately, so hoping that he can convert that into a good performance for us today. So we're going with the same old team, except with Donowa in it. So we've got Boots, Cover, Piggott, Shiab, Cox, Osborne, Cole, Donowa on the right, Sparrow behind Charlie Ball, and McGee on the left. Let's hope, boys. Let's hope that we can get this done, please. Cox takes the throw on the Warwick, finds Donowa into Sparrow to McGee for Charlie Ball, and that is 1-0, and it's not going to be 1-0 at all. It's 0-0. Ball's just offside. This has got to be some fine margins here. It's not fine at all, actually. He's quite far offside. I didn't think it was that far offside when we originally saw the goal come in. Right then, Shani Bear on this left-hand side really does nicely. Plays it to Hargreaves, over the top for Joseph. Joseph plays it back to Rowley. Rowley plays it to Evans, then comes outside. Oh, lovely defending by Cox. Out for McGee, can't find him. Mandeville's there. Shani Bear's in, no, and that is 1-0 to Chesterfield. And I told you it could all fall apart. Wow. If we don't win the title from here after being 11 points ahead and then putting ourselves into a great spot again, boys, this could go down as one of the most disastrous seasons ever. Like, we're there. We haven't had a bad season. Let's not dress it up or dress it down. We haven't been poor, but we should have put this to bed. And with one game to go, that is quite concerning, isn't it? And as we say that then, Ryan Boot with the goal kick finds Shiab dwindling on the ball, but does get it out to Donowa. Donowa taking too long in possession as well. What is going on with the boys? Yarny then Plays it all the way back to Leatheran. Leatheran plays it just to Evans in front. Playing a really nice passing game here, has to be said. Little then to Evans. Over the top. Joseph was a mile offside. McGee picks up the ball. Finds Charlie. Charlie on the left-hand side. Plays it back inside to Osborne, to Cole. Back to Charlie Ball, to Osborne, to cover. Lovely passage of play, and Donowa hits the bar. Unfortunate, that should have really been 1-1 there. Has to be said. Got to make better use of our chances here. So, Osborne then to cover, inside to Cole. Really poor, and Shonny Bear again is the man. Oh, Osborne with a beautiful tackle. Oh, pinging about all over the place. That's just going to be picked up by Leatheran. What a bloody waste. Shonny Bear again to Denton. Yarney. Back to Shonny Bear. Shonny Bear cuts inside. Again tackled by Osborne. Osborne's playing really well in comparison to. And Mandeville then to Rowley. Rowley to Evans. Evans to Liddle. Liddle to Hargreaves. Over the top for Shonny Bear, who's the man who's causing us all kinds of problems. And Joseph's there. 2-0. Holy moly, we are in trouble. Big ball over the top then. Shiab gets it. Plays it back to Ryan Boot. Boot. Is he going to kick the ball? He is. He goes out to the left. Finds cover. Who launches it forward. Charlie Ball's there. 1-on-1. It's got to be 1. No, how do you miss? That should be 2-1. Charlie Ball. I don't know what's going on with the lad. Really just bereft the confidence. As Shonny Bear then does pick it up from the corner. It's going to be a counter-attack here for Chesterfield on his left-hand side. Cover does very well. And the highlight just finishes. Mandeville then on this right-hand side now. It overlaps with Judd. Goes to Ryan Boot. Can Boot find somebody? Launches it forward again. Evans launches it forward. Launch it. Oh, Shonny Bear's gone past his man there. And that is awful defending from Shiab. Osborne again. Back inside to Sparrow. Sparrow, can he find a good pass? He does to Hoodlin. And Kyle Hoodlin. Oh, it's gone in. Leveran actually hit the ball into his goal. Hoodlin runs to collect the ball and put it back on the centre circle. They know we need goals. Nice pass in the end by Sparrow. It did take a long time to find it, but he finds the runner Hoodlin really nicely, and Hoodlin takes it in his stride. Leveran no chance. A little bit wrong-footed there. He does got a hand to it, but he just pushes it into his corner. 3-1. Can we pick it up a bit more? Come on. Oh, throw in and cover to Charlie Ball. Charlie Ball whips in. Hoodlin's there, and Hoodlin, it's 3-2. And just maybe, holy moly, we're back in the game. What a turnaround this would be. I mean, to get a point, I said this in the last game, didn't I? To get a point would be a good result now. Ryan Boot then, he's going to launch it surely. No, finds Williams. Williams does launch it. Charlie Ball can't knock it down. Osborne, get the ball up, boys. Come on, Sparrow goes past his man, cuts inside. Oh, finds McGee. McGee can't get the cross in, really poor. Oh, if you'd have just got it across the floor. And on the balance of play, you have to say the better team on the day won. Wow. Right, we are Thrash. You're not good enough. Right then, guys, so here's how it stands. Very interesting situation. Somehow, Chesterfield have actually already played their game. They drew, so they're on 81 points. Hartlepool can't catch us because they drew their last game. They needed to win their last 2 games to be able to catch us. As long as we draw here today, we go up as champions. We don't draw. If we lose, obviously, we're in the playoffs, which is sketchy to say the least. We really need a win here, boys. You know, I want to finish the season on a high. This has been such a topsy-turvy episode. It's unbelievable. Run of form has just absolutely dipped off. So we go then with Boot, Cover, Pigott, Shiab and Cox, Osborne and Cole, Donowa, Sparrow, McGee and Hoodlin up front. Fingers crossed, boys. Say a little prayer. Into the game we go. Hopefully. I feel like I've repeated myself a few times here. We get this game wrapped up today. So, into the dressing room we go. Outstretched arms. Go out there and enjoy yourselves today. Just trying to calm things down a little bit. We haven't got all the pre-match antics here. All the boys huddling up. They're getting ready for the big time. We really need to finish the season strong here. So, first 10 minutes then, absolutely nothing happening. We are good in possession though, which is nice to see. Sparrow's actually suffered a hamstring injury, which is not good. Hammond then to take the goal kick, launches it long, finds Ince to Glover. Jackson with a brilliant run in behind. Please don't go 1-0 down so early on. Great block there. Who was that block by? Ooh, Piggott. And Piggott actually gives away the free kick. Done a really nice block originally. Ince just heads over as well. Early warning signs, maybe. Donowa has now pulled a muscle as well. Everybody's getting injured. Nobody's playing overly well. We're losing possession as well. I'm going to shout at them straight away as well. Demand more. Get more out of them if we can. That's actually upset a few of the players on the pitch, obviously, because we've just come straight back out. We're going top with the way that it is, but... Oh, no, Barrett. Massey. Oh, just over the bar. Maidenhead really pushing forward here. It's not looking good for us, folks. It really isn't. I've got bad feeling here. Ryan Boot collects the ball then. Don't just whack it up front. Which is what he does. Hudlin runs in behind though. He's actually 1-on-1. Oh, Hudlin puts it into Rosette. No, he doesn't. It's actually a save. Corner comes in then. Can we find the big man at the back post? No, we can't. Only comes out as far as Williams. What a poor corner that is. Hammond then. Aaron Sibia gets it down. No, that's poor. Osami, Jackson is tackled by Osborne. Aaron Sibia, cover, Piggott, launches. Stop launching the bloody ball. McGee, Aaron Sibia, McGee again. Tries to go over the top for Hudlin. He does. Oh, and Hudlin just shoots to the right hand side of the goal. My heart can't take this. I'm on tender hooks. Jackson with the free kick in at the back post. Oh my God, and Barnes hits the woodwork. Hit the A-frame of the goal there. Can we just finish the game, please? Here and now. Well, what an excitingly disappointing end to the season, which sees us promoted, and I can't believe that I feel deflated about us being promoted. That's ridiculous. But it's not the way we wanted to go up. As you can see, we're just going to lift the trophy there, pass it over to the boys. Sparrow's the man who's just going to lift it up. Whee! And the confetti comes down. Champions. Somehow. I don't know how, folks, but somehow we are champions of the National League. And next season we will be in League 2. Cracking effort from the boys. Absolutely cracking. In terms of the season, not in terms of the match performance today, or in fact for the last 4 games, which has been awful. But we're still going to say we've sealed the title. Let's get everybody on a bit more of a positive note now to finish the season. And there you have it then. First, promoted purely on goal difference. 81 points Solihull Moors, 81 points Chesterfield. They've got to feel a little bit hard done by, especially when they beat us earlier in the episode. Here it is then. So, end of season review, put together in a lovely format this season. So, as we can see, the new arrivals then. So, the board are generally happy with people who come in. Best signing average rating wise then was Shiab at the back. Followed by Dion McGee, Charlie Ball, Ben Tricker, who didn't play that many games in the end, only 11. Jordan Cox, Aaron Sibia, Cover, Glean, and Reece Cole. Reece Cole actually with a really poor overall. Really poor overall average rating. Not good for us. The season's results then. So we got to where we wanted to be in the league. We didn't get to where we wanted to be in the FA Cup or the FA Trophy. And hopefully the board are okay with us going there. Moments to remember, our biggest win was obviously the 5-1 win over Altrincham. Match to remember was our 4-2 victory away to Chesterfield. They then obviously repaid that favour. And goal of the season was Sparrow. And that was the one from where he ran inside his own half. So that was one just from moments earlier in the episode. So not too bad. Club reputation is still regional. Sponsorship deals, there's no new sponsorship deals come through from it. Average revenue is still 163k. Merchandise sales, we've sold 223 shirts with Sparrow, Ward, Rooney, McGee and Cole. All there. Our preferred formation, obviously the 4-2-3-1. We'll be changing that for next season. I'll show you all that in the next episode. And accolades then. So, manager of the month for October was for us. Fans player of the season, Shihab, surprisingly. Young player of the season, Piggott. Signing of the season goes to Shihab. Goal of the season goes to Joe Sparrow. Top goal scorer, Charlie Ball. Most assists, then Dion McGee. And most player of the match awards to Dion McGee as well. Highest average rating goes to Jordan Piggott because he's played less games but has a better rating overall. So, most goals in the season, Charlie Ball has broke the record. He's also done the most league goals by a player in the season. Most goals by a player in a match is Charlie Ball. Most goals player in a league match, Charlie Ball. Ryan Boot with the most clean sheets. McGee with the most awards. Worst discipline, Shihab. Youngest player to play for us is Shergill. Darren Carter's our oldest player. Callum Howe was our highest transfer fee received. And fastest goal by Charlie Ball in 16 seconds. Youngest goal scorer, Ben Tricker. And oldest goal scorer, Jamie Ward. History in the making, they say. So, your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season awards ceremony. We won the league. They say it's important to get off to a good start, but it rings as true as ever for Solihull Moors as they celebrate winning promotion. So there we have it, guys. Well, that was a slog and a half. I don't know how you folks feel. I'm absolutely knackered in terms of just emotionally up and down. Wow. Ridiculous. Right then, I'm going to chop it completely there. We will be back on Monday with transfers. We'll see what we've got coming in, who we've got going out. A lot of players going to be leaving on free transfers. Got some business coming in free transfers as well. We'll see what our new expectations are and see how we go. Have a lovely weekend, folks. That's all from me. Cheers.